Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel. Hope all of you are doing great. This session we will take up data interpretation line graph. This is important for your PO as well as clerk prelim exams. Before we start discussing, in case you are not subscribed, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get all the latest updates. Before we start discussing this line graph, so let us look at the weightage of data interpretation in your PO exam. PO prelim will get 10 to 15 questions and PO main 15 to 20 questions. If you look at clerk exam, clerk prelim 5 to 10 questions, clerk main 10 to 15 questions. Right? Now, it may be IBPSPO, SBIPO, RRBPO or IBPS clerk, SBI clerk or RRB clerk. Broadly, I am giving you the range. These are the number of questions appearing from your data interpretation. So, definitely an important area as far as your PO exam or your clerk exam is concerned. Let us start question number 1 to 5. Study the line graph carefully and answer the questions that follow. Now, look at this line graph, students. Line graph shows number of products sold by two companies P and Q from 2017 to 2022. 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. This rhombus shape one, this represents P and circle represents Q. Rhombus shape one represents P and circle represents Q. These are number of products sold by P and Q. So, nothing much to discuss. Let us move ahead now. Question number 1. What is the ratio of total number of products sold by P and Q in 2019 to the products sold by P and Q in 2020? I want total of P and Q in 2019 is to 2020. Simply, we need to add. That's all. P plus Q in 2019, it is 720 and in 2020, it is 780. So, 720 is to 780. Right, 6 12s, 6 13s. So, ratio is 12 is to 13, 12 is to 13 is present in choice 4. Right? Let's move ahead. Simple question, students. Question number 2. Out of total products sold by P and Q in 2021, only 15% are defective. What's the total number of defective products sold by P and Q in 2021? 2021, P and Q sold 840 total. So, how many are defective out of these? 15%. How do we calculate 15%? 10%, 84 plus 5%, half of 84, 42. 84 plus 42, it is 126. 126 is present in choice 2. See, this is your clerk level, prelim level set. Clerk exam, prelim level exam set. So, easy questions. Only thing is that you have to be little careful and you have to practice, students. Let's move ahead. Question number 3. Number of products sold by P in 2017 is what percentage of number of products sold by Q in 2022? So, P in 2017, P is rhombus shape 180. It is what percentage of Q? Circle represents Q in 2022? 540. So, P is what percentage of Q? P 180 upon Q 540 into 100. 180 by 540 is nothing but 1 upon 3. 1 upon 3 is 33 1 by 3%. 33 1 by 3% is present in choice 3. 33 1 by 3% is present in choice 3. Next question, students. Question number 4 on your screen. What is the percentage increase in number of products sold by Q from 2017 to 2022? How do you get percentage increase? Percentage increase or percentage decrease? What is the formula, students? Difference upon initial value into 100. What do you mean by initial value? Starting value, the base value. The value from which any number has increased or value from which any number has decreased. That is called initial value. So, percentage increase of Q from 2017 to 2022. Circle represents Q. 2017 it is 500. Q in 2022 it is 540. So what's the percentage increase in Q? 500 has become 540. So difference 40 upon initial value 500 into 100. So it is simply 2 zeros gets cancelled. 40 upon 5, it has to be 8%. 8% is present in choice 5. 8% is present in choice 5. Right? Let's move on to the next question, students. Question number 5. What is the difference between total number of products sold by Q in 17, 19, 21? Let me write Q 2017. I will not write the years. I will just pick the years from here. Q 17, 19, 21. Q is how much? 500. 19, 320. 21 Q is 400. So 500, 320 and 400. P. Difference between total number of products of Q in 17, 19, 21. You have to add all the three. Minus total number of products sold by P in 18, 20, 22. P is represented by that rhombus shape one. So 18 P value 300. Okay, 300. 18. 2020 it is 200. Okay. And 2022 it is 600. Now, I'll tell you one approach, just here. I want difference between Q and P are these two. So, add all the three here, subtract. Instead of doing this, it takes time, right? To add all the values of Q, add all the values of P, then take the difference. Instead of that, if you observe clearly here, closely, here, see here students, what is happening? 500, 300, Q is more. How much more? 200 more. Now look at this value, 400, 600. Now what is more here? P is more. How much more? 200 more. Here, Q is 200 more. Here, P is 200 more. So these two gets nullified. I am taking the difference only, right, between Q and P. So what is the difference here? These two are left over. 320, 200. Clearly, my Q is 120 more. So my answer has to be 120. 120 is present in choice 1. 120 is present in choice 1. Right, students? This is about your first set. Now, let us look at question number 6 to 10. These are based on the line graph. We are going to discuss PO prelim level set. The earlier one was clerk prelim level set. Now this is PO prelim level set. Now we have percentage of savings of two families P and Q from 16-17 to 21-22. See here, 2016 to 17 does not mean it is 2 years, It is 1 year only, one financial year. 2016 April to 2017 March. So 2017-18, 18-19, consider this as 1 year. So we have data of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years of savings of P as well as Q. The triangle shape is Q, the circle is P. So we have got savings percentage of P and Q given in the graph. So these are savings percentage. How do you get savings, Income minus expenditure. This is additional information. This we keep on telling you whenever additional information is given. What do you mean by additional information? See, formulae like this, or note is given, or a footnote is given in the form of star mark. You must and should read that information, because based on that information, you might get questions. Sometimes, if I miss this information, obviously, it will be difficult for me to solve the set. Now, see here, savings percentage is clearly defined here. Savings percentage is savings by income into 100. So, savings percentage is calculated on income. So, my income is always total 100%. Income minus expenditure is my savings. Now, I'll tell you one example. For example, if I take this Q, what are savings of Q here? 20%. So, how much is expenditure of Q? 80%. How do we get this 80%? Total is 100% your income. Savings is 20%. If I remove savings, I am going to get your 80% expenditure. Right? Then, 14%. 100 minus 14, if I ask you, how much is the expenditure here? It has to be 86%. Because your savings and expenditure put together is your income, that is 100%, and savings percentage is calculated on income. This is about information about the given set. Now let's move ahead. First question, students, question number 6 on your screen. In 2019-20, the monthly incomes of P and Q were 12,000 and 15,000. 12,000 and 15,000. Q, it is 15,000. In which year? 2019-20. 2019-20. Okay. Fine. What was the total savings of two families together per month that year? I want total savings of both the families. 2019-20. So how much is P? 15%. How much is Q? 18%. This is savings percentage. Savings, this is income. Savings here is in terms of percentage. So savings of P is 15% and savings of Q is 18%, students. Right? You know how to calculate 15%? 10% plus 5%. 10% clearly 1200, 5% half 600. So it has to be 1800. 18%. How do you calculate 18%? You write this as 18. Obviously, you can do this way because numbers are simple. 18 by 100 into 15,000. This is one way to do this. So 18 into 15, 270, 2700. Add these two, it must be equal to 4500. Or how do you get 18%? It is simply 20% minus 2% also I can do. 10% 1500, 20% 3000 minus 2% will be 300. So if I subtract, it has to be 2700. 18% is 20 minus 2, or students, I can say, we can write like this. It is 18 by 100 into 15,000. So 4500. 4500 is present in choice 4. Choice 4. Next question, students. Question number 7. You can understand the clear difference. Clerk level questions are easier when you are calculating. PO level questions are slightly lengthy. Prelim exam. Main exam anyways it will be lengthy, time consuming. So, but prelim exam you should be able to do. Out of 3 sets you should be comfortably doing 2 sets in PO, and clerk out of 2 sets you should be able to do 7 to 8 questions easily out of 10 questions. In 2017-18, the monthly incomes of families P and Q were 9,000 and 10,000. Okay. 17-18, 2017-18, monthly incomes of P, how much? 9,000 and Q 10,000. Right. What was the total expenditure of two families together per month in that year? So I want to find out total expenditure of both the families. Now how much is savings? This is income, right? 2017-18 income. What are savings? 2017-18, how much is savings of P? Savings of P is 14%. Savings of Q is 22%. 14%, 22%. Now, see, is asking you to find expenditure. Now, don't 14% saving, let me find out 86% expenditure, 22% savings, 100 minus 22, 78% expenditure. Calculating those 78%, 86% will be lengthy. So, what's the easy way out here? 14% is easy to calculate. Obviously, 2 zeros will get cancelled. 14 into 9, 126, 1260. 14 by 100 into 9,000. So, it is 1260. 22%, 2 zeros will get cancelled. 2200. So, friends, if I add this, it is 3460. What is 3460? This is my total savings. What is my total income? 19,000. From 19,000, if I want expenditure, remove 3460. If I remove this is 60 plus 40, 100. So 35, this is 55, this is 1. 15,000, this is 5. 15,540 should be your answer. 15,540 is present in choice 2. Right? So don't waste your time finding out this is 14%, 86% of this is expenditure 9,000, 78% of 10,000, maybe 78% of 10,000 is easy 7,800, but 86% will take certain time to calculate. So I am saying directly find out savings, easy numbers 14 and 22%, subtract from the total income, you will get your expenditure, friends, right? Let us look at next question. Question number 8, students. Okay, this is an important question. You have to pay attention here. What is the percentage increase in savings of two families P and Q together from 2016-17 to 21-22? Percentage increase in savings. So obviously I should know 16-17. I need to know savings value. Similarly, I should know 2021-22. What are my savings value? Here, if you look at the graph, we don't have values here. What do we have in graph? Percentage. How do we get the value? I know savings percentage. If income value is given, I can find out my savings percentage, right? It is 12% of income because savings is calculated on income. Savings percentage is savings by income into 100. So 10% means it is 10% of income, 18% means 18% of income, 30% means 30% of income. Do we have any income value given in the graph? Clearly not given. Earlier what happened in the previous questions? Clearly if you look at previous question, I have incomes of P and Q. Here also I have incomes of P and Q. Either he should give you income value, or he should give you savings value, or he should give you expenditure. Some value should be given. Then I can link and find out. Here no value is given. Obviously I cannot find out savings value. I know percentage, but how much is the value? Because I don't know the income, I cannot find out the values. We don't know the values, we cannot find out the percentage increase. So what should be our answer? Cannot be determined. You can write down, we do not have information about income. Income values are not given. So answer cannot be determined. With only percentages, you cannot do that. Question number 9, students. Monthly income of P in 2020-21, 21-22 were 13,500 and 18,000 respectively. What is the increase in savings of P from 2021 to 21-22? Simple. 2021, 21-22. Clearly is talking about P, right? What is the income? See, income is given in the question. It is 13,500 here. How much is the income here? 18,000. Right. So how much is savings here? 2021 is talking about P. 2021 P is 15%. 21-22 it is 16%. Sorry, my mistake. So it is 2021, 21-22. Sorry, ma. It is 16%. 21-22 it has to be 20%. So 16%. It has to be 20%. 20%, 10%, 1,800. 20%, 3,600. This one I can write 16% of 13,500. Easily you can do that. 16 by 100, because last two are zeros, I can do this way. Right, so 16 5 is 80, 48 8 56, 2160. So what is the question? What is the increase in savings of family P from 2021 to 21-22 in terms of rupees? It is not in terms of percentage, in terms of rupees. So what is the increase? 3,600 minus 2,100 is 1,500. Another 60 you have to remove. So 1,440. 1,440 must be your option number 3. He is asking you only increase, ma. So 3,600 minus 2,160. So it has to be 1,440. Right, students? Let's move ahead. Look at question number 10. Monthly incomes of family Q in 1920, 2021, 21-22 are 16,500. Let me write 2019-20, 2020-21, 2021-22. He's talking about Q. What are their incomes? Incomes are 16,500. 1920, 2021 18,000, 21-22 it has to be 20,000. It is given there, 20,000. What was the average of savings of family Q per month in the 3 years? Okay. Q savings, you tell me. 1920, 2122, 2021, 2122. 1920. Q is represented by triangle shape. 18%, 8%, 12%. 18%, 8%, 12%. Generally what you do, see, you don't write this actually, for understanding I am writing 18% of 16,500 plus 8% of 18,000 plus, this is total of savings, 12% of 20,000. I want average means, obviously I have to divide by 3. Right, students? Instead of just for your understanding. So, total of savings divided by average is 3 months. So, it is 3 years. So, divided by 3. Now, 3 is separate and I can divide everything by 3. Instead of doing all these, calculations will be lengthy. So, obviously, I am finding out average. How do you get average? You will divide combined savings divided by 3. Now, if I divide by 3, this will become how much? Either this should be divisible, this should be divisible. I can say 18% of 16,500 by 3. So, obviously, it will be 18 by 3, 6%. So, it is 6% of 16,500. How much is 6% of 16,500? 990. Here, by 3 I will do. We will add all this. By 3 means it is 6,000. 8% of 6,000. So, 480. By 3. See, it is not divisible. So, divide this one. By 3 is the average. I am separating it. I am separating it out. That's all. So, 12 by 3, 4%. So, 4% of 20,000. Either percentage should be divisible by 3 or the value is divisible by 3. 4% of 20,000. 800. 90 plus 80, 170. 9, 18, 2270. 2270 is present in choice 1. You got my idea now? Instead of finding out 18% of this, 8% of this, 12% of this, adding, dividing by 3, I am separating by 3, by 3, by 3 will be always there. So, if I do by 3, it is 6%, Nama, 6% of 16,500. By 3, it will be 4% of 20,000. Here, 8 by 3 into this, Nama. So, 3 goes 6,000 times 8% of 6,000. This is easy method to find out. It has to be 2270. That's all, students. This is about your line graphs. So, clearly, data interpretation, if you practice, that's the most easiest area if you practice, and definitely you could score 7 to 8 marks in clerk, and definitely you should be able to do 2 sets out of 3 sets in your PO prelim exam. Only thing is that you have to practice, then you have to brush up your multiplication tables, reciprocal values, squares, cubes, so that the value should be on your fingertips. You could save some time in the examination, right? We are present everywhere on the social media. In case you are not subscribed, please do subscribe to our social media channels. On all channels, our social media handle time for bank exams _exams. Time for bank _exam. This is your social media handle. Please do subscribe to our social media channels. So, t.me/time for bank _exams. Then YouTube. This is the social media link. We have these links. Insta, Facebook. We are also present on WhatsApp. So, these links are also given in the description box. You can click there. You can join these social media channels for all the latest updates and notifications, results, videos, concept videos, exam marathon sessions, etc., etc. students, right? If you don't want to miss out any of these, then definitely you have to subscribe to our social media channels, right? For classroom coaching, we are geographically present almost in all the states. Please do visit your nearest time center for more information on Bank, SSC, Railways classroom course. If you want to enroll for online course, we do have online course, right? We are offering online flexi recorded course. Also, we have online live courses. We have bank variants, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, SSCCGL, bank plus SSCCGL, 6 months, 1 year. Then we have clerk. Then we have correspondence course, test series. We have lots of variants available. For online courses, particularly live and recorded courses, I am giving you the link here, t4e.info/bankssconline. This link is also given in the description box, students. So from T.I.M E, we wish you all the best for your upcoming exams. Thank you very much, students.